Peace, light, and love to you, and welcome to the Braveheart Healing Channel. I am the lovely Kiana Nicole. If you're new to the channel, definitely go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps me out a great deal. Well, hello, y'all. Happy Monday. I hope that everyone is doing well out there and is keeping safe. Coming forth here with a news breaking story. Breaking news regarding a flight out of Columbus, Ohio, heading to ATL. Breaking news, this Frontier's airline flight lands in Atlanta after declaring a possible hijacking. It happened yesterday, this past Sunday, in Atlanta, and the aircraft was moved away as emergency crews followed. So this is a hijacking situation. As you guys know, there have been huge delays within all of the airports across America. TSA agents haven't been being paid, and so therefore you have TSA agents calling in because they're not wanting to deal with the crap because they were not being paid, and I don't blame them whatsoever. These incidents are going to continue to happen, but yes, this Frontier airline flight 2539, pretty much a huge plane at that. It's an Airbus. It was flying from Columbus, Ohio, heading to ATL. And, it landed at 5 p.m., 5:09 p.m. yesterday, and then shortly after they landed, the crew declared a potential hijacking concern situation. At this point, passengers were forced to depart the plane on the tarmac, and the FBI began searching the plane of all the bags. I just want to come forth here, family, to talk about the importance of common sense. It is just not safe to fly now. I mean, it is impossible if you're already working with a skeleton crew of TSA agents and, ICE, whatever you want to call them, that are supposed to be helping out at the checkpoints and getting through security. It's impossible to adequately go through all of that stuff. I mean, it's just not safe. And I look at the news and different situations, and yet you still have people out here flying. I don't believe people should be out here flying, period, given with what we're dealing with on the world stage. This is, wartime. I don't think that they drive it home enough as far as what people, could think a little bit smarter and traveling only if there's an emergency. I get that it's spring break, but people need to use their common sense. I mean, we already had the two pilots die at LaGuardia Airport with the Canadian airline that, ran into a fire truck on the pathway at the airport. Two of those pilots were killed. And it's just like, come on, people, use common sense. It's just not safe to fly right now. And I know that I wouldn't feel comfortable getting on a plane, flying right now with everything going on. I don't know about you, but this is not even the first time that this has happened within this whole TSA government shutdown, happening across all of these airports. It was another, flight that had a similar situation out of Detroit. So, what is it going to take? Is it going to take another, unfortunate September 11th? Is it going to take something of that magnitude for them to pretty much shut the airports down of flying for now until they can come up with a better plan to move the lines adequately and safely? It's just not safe to fly. So, family, if you have anybody that's taking a flight, going on vacation, whatever, double think that, double it back, because it's not safe. But let me know what you think in the comments regarding this story. I wanted to bring it forth to you guys because it's not really getting a lot of coverage, nor is it, they're not really talking about the difficulties and delays and things like that within these airports. It's just not safe. And I just hope people use better judgment with them taking the risk, because it's a risk that you're getting on one of these flights thinking that everything's okay, but then you've got crazy people and things that are going on these planes, and it's just hectic. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please like and please subscribe.